Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Matro's Travel. I'm Matro and today I'm going to show you my hotel room. No, I'm just kidding, don't worry. No, today I'm actually in Erbil, which is the capital city of Kurdistan, Iraq. And I'm gonna show you a little bit about this city. So let's go right to it. One place that is really sticking out to me here in Erbil is the Citadel of Erbil. The citadel is actually as old as it can get. They say it's around 6,000 years old. It has been continuously inhabited for those 6,000 years, which makes it the oldest continuously inhabited place on Earth so far. And you can really see this here on the citadel. So just walking around, you see the old houses. There is a lot of renovation going on. So in the middle square and the main streets, the houses are renovated. Strangely, some of them are renovated outside, but when you have a look inside, there is nothing, no rooms, nothing, you just see the roof. Sometimes there isn't even a roof, it's just the walls that have been renovated. There's also a lot of renovation still ongoing. UNESCO is actually helping with it. It looks like they also have a lot of Syrian refugees who actually help to rebuild the citadel as well. And the place here is gigantic. It's like a own town basically. So if you have been like to Carcassonne in France, I think this place here is even bigger than Carcassonne, but in a similar way made. So you can think it's like kind of like this style with the big wall around, and inside you have the town. There's a lot of museums and exhibition, like you have the carpet exhibition, there is a Turkmen house exhibition and this kind of stuff. Unfortunately, currently they are closed, but you can visit the museums. So there's like the Museum of Kurdish Carpentry, which was really interesting to see. So you can see how they made the carpets and all those different patterns and so on inside the museum. And also there is like the gemstone museum here, which is on the opposite side, and there you can see like different gemstones from around the world. Many are also from Kurdistan, so you can see which gemstones can be found here as well. And there's even like a small mosque and some other things here popping up, a souvenir store, and even like a open air theater. I'm actually right on it right now. I think they do sometimes here some plays in the summertime or so. I'm not really sure, I have to look this up further, but it's also really interesting to see this here as well. And I think in the future, when they renovate more and more buildings, I think there will be much more to see. Probably there will be also a lot of souvenir stores, I have the feeling. Yeah, for sure there will be a lot of souvenir stores. Yeah, but well, it's always like that. And yet, walking around here, it's really like a highlight of the city. Like just thinking of how old this place actually is, it's fascinating. So right in front of the citadel, if you just go down, you can already see the covered market. So this market is known as the covered market because it is covered. So even during cold days, when it's rainy and so on, you can always go here. You won't get wet or anything, which is really nice. And in this market, you can find basically anything. Like really like from jewelry to groceries, food, restaurants, clothing. They have everything here. So really nice souvenirs and so on. So if you want to buy something from Erbil, this is the place to go. Now from the covered bazaar, if you go more to the southwest of it, there you can actually see the Arab quarter. So this is one of the oldest places outside the citadel. This place here, well, hasn't been taken care of at all. You can still see the old walls and everything, and this is where basically the Arab people were or partly still living. So some of the houses there are still people living in, but most of the houses are completely abandoned. And this place is also being used as like a huge parking garage basically. At least most of the streets here, they are like full of cars. I think it's because it's like the only place where people can park if they want to go to the citadel. Anyway, so this place, somebody told me that the government is buying the houses and and wants to restore them as well. And I already saw that some of the places there's construction going on. So it looks like they really want to restore this quarter. So in a few years, maybe you're gonna see some of the beautiful old buildings being completely restored again. And nonetheless, it's still an interesting place to see, to walk around in, to actually see the architecture of the past times here. Like even like, for example, here, you can see the beautiful work on the walls, which, yeah, completely abandoned and falling apart, but still. So, and from the Citadel, if you go further down, so here you have the covered market and there you have the clock tower. There's not much known about it. Apparently it's like 10 years old only, but it actually looks very pretty. It's just something to have a look at, definitely. So from the Citadel, from the entrance, you actually have a really beautiful view above the city. And you can already see here some of the highlights. You see like the fountain area, which is really, really nice, the big plaza. You see the clock tower here. You see the covered market and the money exchange point somewhere down there, which I'm gonna show you next. And I'm already back at my hotel room again, because for the next things I want to show you, I wasn't really able to take long videos for them for different reasons, but I was able to show you something, so don't worry. So around the market area and Citadel area still, there is a very interesting place which I haven't seen anywhere else before yet, and it's the money exchange market. So this money exchange market, you're wondering, what is so special about a money exchange market? You just exchange money there. So the thing is, it's a whole market area full of tables, like really like, you know, those small market tables where they put things on, and it just put like all the money on top of the tables. Just, you could literally just go there and grab the money and just run away. So if you ever wondered how safe Iraq is, there are thousands of dollars worth just lying on the tables, and they're trusting that nobody is taking that money. So I hope this is answering your question. There I wasn't really able to take a lot of videos or anything, because it's still an area where they don't really like that somebody with a camera is going around filming. I was able to go with my mobile phone, take a video, a small one there, which you can see right now. And like in the video, while it was full of people, and I hope you can see still enough of how the area looks like. But don't worry, there's also a photo where you can see like just the money on top of the table. And this money was Syrian money, I think, yeah. And it was like worth several $1,000s, like US dollars. Just lying on top of the table. Just saying, like you could just, yeah. And also they have so many different currencies there, so Syrian, Iranian, US, European, Canadian, even Japanese and Chinese, a lot of different banknotes. It's insane. Wow. So, and how to get there? So from the clock tower you saw, you have to go across the street. There's a huge shopping mall. This shopping mall, don't go inside, just walk beside it towards, like when you're facing like the clock behind you, to the left, and just walk down until you get to the point where there are a lot of exchange offices in the shopping mall. It's not those. So when you're at the area with the exchange offices, cross the street, you see like the street is like a market street, and there's a small side street, and when you go into this side street, that's where they are hidden. And in this area, when you are there and you can't find it, just ask somebody, they will know. Or just show them the photo I showed you before, and they will understand what you're looking for. You can also find some of those stalls in the covered market, but it's not as many as in this area. So, moving on, there is another place I want to show you. It's the Cathedral of St. Joseph. This cathedral is in the Ankara area, which is in the north of the city. So this area is known as the Christian area. It's where a lot of Assyrian people live. And those Assyrian people apparently are Christians. which is very interesting fact actually. And there in the area you can also find a lot of international food like Lebanese, Indian, Mexican and so on. It's a bit pricier than in other areas, but if you can't eat Iraqi food anymore, you can go also there to just change the cuisine a little bit up. Anyway, so back to the church. So this cathedral, it's so special because it was built in 1981 in the style of a Babylonian temple. And you can also see like on top you have the cross, and then the roof is really made in those, yeah, in the Citadel style of Babylon, you can say in a way. And it's really, really beautiful. It's something you don't see every day. Also the front of the cathedral, they copied the Ishtar Gate, so it's kind of inspired by the Ishtar Gate of Babylon. Not in the blue anymore, but how it sort of looked like. So it's actually a really cool cathedral to see. Unfortunately, it was closed when I got there, so I couldn't go inside. But at least I was able to see it from the outside, which was already really, really nice. Yeah. And for the last one, it's the Jalil Khayat Mosque. I hope I say it right. The name is also written here. I'm really sorry if I pronounce it wrong. So this mosque is also a newer mosque, and it's actually really quite pretty. Fortunately, also there they didn't let me in. They don't really like visitors there. Some people said if you find the right guard, he might let you go in, but many don't like that, so you might be lucky or maybe not. You should definitely try, because I saw on Google Maps the photos from the inside and it's really, really colorful, like amazing. It's a pity that I couldn't see it from the inside, but I saw it from the outside, and even the outside is really impressive. It's a huge mosque there, and you see like the reliefs, the mosaics and everything, the blue colors. Wow, just wow. Even like the garden, and when you go to the gate with the mosaics on the gates, like incredible, just incredible to look at. So it's also in the northeast of the city. It's not too far from the citadel, maybe like a 15-20 minute walk only. And it's really worth visiting, and maybe you are luckier than me and maybe you are allowed to go inside there to see the colorful walls and everything. And as I said, it's really something you should go to when you're in Erbil. So, and before we come to the end of the video, there's something else I wanted to show you. We are pretty much already in it, and it's basically the parks. So Erbil has so many parks and big parks, it's quite incredible. It's a really, really green city. So I'm just gonna show you here, like I'm in the middle of one of the parks. I think this is one of the bigger ones. And just when you go on Google Maps, even when you zoomed out, you can already count like 5-6 different parks. Like of the bigger ones, they have many small parks and so on. And it's really great to see how green the city is, how many parks there are. And especially, you know, when you did your tourist program, you have seen everything, you're exhausted. Just go to one of the parks, relax here, eat some nuts, have some chai or an ice cream or something. It's really nice actually. So this also kind of surprises me about the city. I didn't expect it to have so many parks and to be so green. And yeah, it's really something to actually looking forward to. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, hit the like button down below. Remember to subscribe, and see you next video. Bye.